With what? What do you want me to rush with? Top 2 receivers in the league. Yeah. So I searched his name on Facebook, and it popped up his old Facebook for some reason. I had never seen his old Facebook.
Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Green Bay wins again. They're 3-0, and now they got Russell Wilson.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway.
Sean Clifford. Oh, they started Sean Clifford instead of Russ.
A few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carry now for Dalvin Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way out to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One of the leading rushers in the league. I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
What? Oh, what a fluke-ass interception.
His guys will take over.
Did my receivers just hit each other?
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
What the fuck?
First drive. First interception thrown.
Neither do I.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this up.
What a fluke-ass interception.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Baldwin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This is why your running backs are dying.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He is going to find Hill here. A first catch for the man.
Did you see the rookie class I put in?
This first month. And a first down to boot.
Oh.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just start out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up? And
no, I traded for him from the Chargers.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, it's caught, Baldwin, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3 resigns.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to
Come on.
up incomplete.
We're about to have fluke interceptions out here. Got to get that one.
How about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Yep.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
You went for 2 hit sticks and it fucked you.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And
yeah, I know.
3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of
Nah, it might be
the
pass interference when I was coming back across the field.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there.
No, I decided not to.
First down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2.
I don't see y'all trading y'all's top quarterback.
Now Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He'll buy some time.
Fuck.
And a big loss here as he's
That dude just stayed on a straight line.
How teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
He was just open. My guy kept running deep instead of coming across with him.
But you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
PAT up and good by Rosas. 17-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, those out routes are almost fucking impossible to
The Chiefs
stop.
offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33.
Mahomes about to get traded.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Murray.
Let's go! Oh, no!
And the Cardinals further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this is into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, I saw it fly up, and I've never been able to catch one of the balls, so I tried to use or control the guy, and it actually let me switch to him. Yeah.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Baldwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
If you fumble, I'm going to lose it.
28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another.
I'd break a controller before I'd break my TV.
Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and run it.
I just tried to kill him twice.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They complete it to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game.
Had to do something.
And another first down. Mahomes now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You just throw a jump ball to Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away from him.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's got the lane, and there
John Ross.
goes. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. So
Chew clock.
return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There's a few people watching it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right.
He's tired. They just had to chase Isaiah Simmons the other way.
Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for him. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard first down carry. So
My offense has one touchdown. One.
Keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for the defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down.
Who is this guy? Is this a guy you signed in free agency?
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Or fumble.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he lobbed it so slow. My guy couldn't get to it. I was hoping my guy could get to it.
His second touchdown on the season, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
There's 4 people watching this game right now.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick.
I don't know. It doesn't show me. It just shows when new people join.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They can hear me. I don't have it set where they can hear you guys.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember,
You better start playing defense.
Is it a straight line, 75 yards, too? Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards.
He runs it out.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
It's all right, Myers.
Out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
No! Intercept it.
See what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flush to his right.
Oh, he threw it behind.
Right side here, complete.
Damn you. You didn't throw it to Kelsey.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
You can get your yards. You're also going to lead the league in interceptions.
Here in the first half, boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up,
Kelsey turned all the way around.
So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Mahomes again.
Let's go, Kerrigan. And he's hurt.
Back at the 44.
Oh, another running back down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
He actually, were you throwing to him or Kelsey?
And he's going to have the first down. 38. And again, it's Mahomes.
Why'd you touch him? Why did you touch him? I pressed triangle to go for the ball. Out for game.
And the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. His Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another.
At least they're not serious injuries.
To be the front and the back end pass.
You'll have them back next week.
Able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. To throw is Murray.
Oh, no. Cook was wide open.
Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Well, maybe that can give a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan.
I'm about to say 7.
At our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, it'll be your fullback, and then I think it goes to your tight ends.
Set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Oh, good block.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create.
You're gonna get Mahomes hurt, boy.
This is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And
the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
I don't even know who sacked you.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I just wanted to hit Mahomes.
20-yard gain on the play. And that'll lead here to a third
I know.
down.
I do that shit against Ricky all the time because he's got Lamar. So if I can hurt him.
It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. They find some open field here. And he will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 19 yards away. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
You all right, Josh?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's brought down.
Oh, he tackled him.
To about the 35.
I know. My corner just fucked that up.
Escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Ball up to the 35.
You ran 40 plays on offense? Jesus Christ.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Flush to his right. And now
He's going to call pass interference on 32.
picked off at the
What are you doing there?
They're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, Mahomes.
He didn't jump. I saw it. He didn't jump.
So he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Wow, he got out of the backfield.
The first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line.
Nobody blocked him. Like, it just showed that little replay, and the guy that was lined up with him went to the guy to the inside and let Kerrigan come right around.
Isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Mahomes firing complete. 11 yards there, first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9.
Your running back's tired. He's the only one you got on the roster right now.
Up there, it'll be second and 8. Throwing on second and 8. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And inside.
And you ran out of bounds. Had a blocker.
Bounds right at the 3. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Kelsey out in the slot right. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. The tight end Kelsey is the intended target.
Or you should have changed it and not threw to him.
With a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive with Cook.
No.
What's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, it's Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the defense.
I don't force a lot of fumbles. The Vikings force a lot. The Seahawks force a lot.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
Nope, he's not an X Factor yet.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long.
Hey, Larry, get some testing negative.
Good for you.
Third down, Dalvin Cook.
Negative.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that bounced way back. No. The backspin. Yeah.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
He should be dead.
Hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete.
Strip him.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2.
My guys are tired. They're winded.
Here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get
73 totally misses block.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And now it's blocked.
Oh, my God.
He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup?
Face mask.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
Didn't you play at home last week, too?
And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
You've only allowed 113 passing yards.
Quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're pretty darn good football.
You just keep adding track stars. You're not adding anybody else.
Attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors,
The Vikings have Zeke and Saquon. Get good at running back.
Will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Yes.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get.
Don't give her a choice.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking.
You're actually giving me the ball back?
That appears lost.
Throwing on fourth. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
And I hit him late as fuck.
Here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up.
Yeah, he had already ran out. Yeah.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will score. It's a pick six.
Shoulder tear.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one.
In case y'all can't hear, he's slamming everything in the
I
background.
remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead.
Yeah, I'm here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And the kick is away.
Pat Mahomes getting traded out of Kansas City.
Couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs are in a meltdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't.
Oh, I'd have died if you fumbled it. I'd have died.
Because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every